What's up, guys? Welcome to, I don't even know, episode 10? Don't quote me on it, but you'll know the title. So, a lot has gone on. Let's see if I can take you off this tripod for a second. Sorry for it shaking. But a lot has gone on. I've done a lot of work on the chassis. Sorry, not filming it. We had this like excessive heat wave where it's like over 100 degrees all week, and I kind of just come in and do things here and there, and I don't want to keep starting and stopping videos for you guys, but let's check out what I've done. So, where I left off last time, I don't even know. I think the whole top of the chassis was not done. I think I just finished up the other side. But now, let's check it out. Alright, so we've got some intrusion bars. The roof bars are in, both front brow and the rear one's in. The tube back here got cut off, and this got tied into this guy. As you just saw in the video, chopping these guys off right here. Apparently I cut it a little crooked, but I'll fix it. But yeah, it's coming together. I'm really excited how it's turning out. It's looking damn good. I'm really excited. Really excited how it's turning out. Let me see if I can get you I'm almost out of tube, by the way, so another reason why that's stopping me from doing some stuff. Let's see. Let me give you a side perspective on what the chassis actually looks like. And that's what it looks like. I'm really kind of excited how everything's like coming together and flowing now. It actually looks really nice. One of my next things I got to worry about, obviously I have to worry about the fuel cell, which I'm trying to figure that part out. I've got one in mind that I want from Harman, so I got to contact Harman once I get some more money, because I am broke as a joke right now. Not until that chassis sells, and the last person who was going to come pick it up bailed up. Actually, the first person that came and picked it up, wanted to come pick it up, they lowballed me, and I was like, no, I know I can get more. I should have sold it, honestly, just to get out of here, because that money is going to cover that car build, or that car, not car build, but that car that I purchased. But I still have the old chassis, which is outside on a trailer. I need to get that sold. The second guy who came, he also kind of lowballed me, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And finally I was like, you know what? I don't even care. Just get it out of here. Come pick it up. And he was just like, well, I don't know. I got to talk to my wife. And like, you can't give me a number and then I agree to that number and then you say, oh no, I have to talk to my wife. Like, so it's been a few days and I haven't heard anything from him, so I'm still looking for somebody to buy my old chassis. So if you or anybody you know are interested in a chassis, let me know, because, well, I need it gone. So what I've done to this thing, and as you can see, there's lots of blue painter's tape, and if you've been following along on my Instagram, I was showing you how I'm going to lay the whole car out. I had painter's tape all throughout here, lacing that stuff. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, be sure you do. I'll put the link right down there. Start to Shred. Go and follow me on there. I do daily updates on there, which is way ahead of the time that you guys see it on here. by the time I upload videos. I still have like 2 more videos that I've already filmed and haven't even uploaded yet. So if you want to see up-to-date stuff, be sure to follow me on Instagram or your Facebook if you don't have Instagram. You find me at Stoked to Shred on there. That gives you more real-time stuff. But I gotta say, I'm really excited. I had one of my buddies like say, dude, I thought you say you don't call yourself a fabricator because that looks pretty badass. So I think you're full of crap. And I don't know. I don't like to call myself a fabricator, but I can just do things. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I'm really excited where it's coming out. I've been talking to one of my buddies from Driven Off-Road. He was trying to tell me that I should do some things a little bit different with the rear end from what I was saying I wanted to do. And I don't know. He's got 2 Lone Star Pro Rs and a 3rd one on the way. So he's going to send me some photos of how the Lone Star people, how Lone Star actually sets up their cars. And then he's going to say, you know, hey, do this because it'll look good. So I might be doing that. But, and it's the back half of the car. I don't really mind the back of the car the way it is stock, because it completely changed everything. You know, now that I've cut that tube there and the way the styling of the car goes, I think it'll look okay. But I think if I'm going all the way of making a full tube chassis and making everything, if I leave the back half of the car stock, it just kind of would look weird. You don't think? Like as if I was just lazy about it and just like, oh, you do the whole front of the car badass, and then the back of the half of the car you just didn't care. Well, might as well style it out to make it kind of match the similar styling of the whole car itself and kind of continue on. What I want to do is continue on. So the shock mount here I can't really touch, so once that shock mount is, I'm probably going to cut this tube off right here and then sleeve a tube in here and then make it go straight down into a tire carrier. So tire carrier will come out right there, and then this tube, instead of going up and down, it'll go straight. I don't know, but I only have a little bit of time to work in the shop today because it's supposed to be like 107 or something, so, and which means it'll probably be like 117 in here because the shop isn't insulated. It's just a metal building. I have my doors open, so at least gives you some kind of breeze, but it's just too hot to work in. Got my trusty fan going, my generator going. I need to get like a mister or something in here, but then the whole car would rust. We don't want that. Anyways, I'm kind of at a standstill right now. What I want to do, not really a standstill actually. I gotta figure out. So I picked up these hinges, and what my plan is to do, and why I'm doing this like this, is this hinge will basically, obviously I know it's not gonna go like that, but this hinge will hinge this door bar right here. So once I sleeve this or put this guy in there, it'll make this door bar swing, and I'm going to attach my window net to this door bar and have it basically one whole door. So I think today we might be focusing on the door bars and putting in these tubes here. This bottom tube isn't going to come here, it's going to go down, but I ran out of tape. And so my buddy from Driven Off-Road, he was trying to convince me to X this out. I had it styled a little bit different. I had the X going this way, like a V. And he's like, I don't like that. It makes sense why he said he doesn't like it. Because, oh, Jesus. If you take away this X here, you lose rigidity in the frame itself, because it'll have a bit of a flex point, considering this tube is no longer going to be solid. So since this bar is not going to be solid, damn it, everything's just falling off. Since this bar is no longer going to be solid, he'd like to see an X there. And then instead of having the entry point being right here, it's more of the center of the seat. You know, right down there. Which would still work. I'd like to avoid stepping on the seat, but I don't know. We'll see. So, I'm going to do some math, start cutting some tubes, and laying them out there.
A lot of boring math later.
Okay, so I was cutting some tubes, right? And cutting and notching. And as you know, I've been using my DEWALT Drill, which has been good so far. Check this out. It is completely snapped. That is absolutely insane. I've never seen a drill do that before. I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to show you what happens. It might end a catastrophe or not, but I figured I'd show you and see how terrible this turns out. DEWALT, make better stuff. I know there's going to be a lot of haters who be like, oh, DEWALT's fucking terrible, blah, blah, blah. I know, I get it. When you buy drills, I've had DEWALT set since... Actually, I've had this DEWALT set for 15 years at least. So, I guess it's time for a new setup, but you start off, you buying batteries. Batteries are expensive, so you just kind of continue on with that brand. They're all the same. They're all made in China. They're all crappy. Milwaukee's the same way. Makita's the same way. So I don't even want to hear about how you think that DEWALT's terrible. There's a lot of memes out there about DEWALT stuff, and I get it, but this is insane. Look at this thing. It's completely snapped in half. I'm going to try to break it on camera for you guys and see what happens. Jesus. I just want to finish this tube. I'm scared to put my hand on it because it's going to break. That's it. Almost got all the way through, but this is a lovely DEWALT drill.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Another crappy DEWALT tool it is. Just had to go to Home Depot, grab me another stupid tool. Yes, I know what everybody's going to say. You shouldn't be using a battery-powered drill for a notcher to begin with. Yes. You are not wrong. But use what you got. And I had a battery-powered drill. Once again, baller on a budget, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So, you hear that already? It already sounds like it's broken. They don't make things like they used to, that's for sure. Why on earth does it sound like it's broken already? I don't know. But let's see if this one works. It's a lot smaller than my last one. Sorry, that was really close. But works. Back to our regular scheduled program. Alright, so first off, let me say this thing, pile of junk. It doesn't have enough power to even do it. My old one that I've had for 10 years, more than that, had way more power than this new one. So I don't get it. I might have to go buy like a corded one and do things right. But alright, so let's put you here. We got married in a fever. It's kind of a pain in the butt to put cross tubes in, but yeah, it's all right. We'll make it work. So, as you see, that bar goes there, and now I have to make an X coming down this way. So, a bar going from here down there, 2-piece bar, which means a whole lot more notching and a whole lot more cutting tubes. So, it's gonna be a while. Okay, so I totally, what I call, squirreled out on that, and I was supposed to be working on this crossbar here and start the door. Well, I decided against it. I decided to put my second brow bar up there and install that instead. One, because I'm running very low on tube, and two, when I start doing all the paneling on the floor and all that stuff down there, it's gonna really suck trying to maneuver through these bars. So I decided to not do that just yet. They're cut, they're there, it's cool, it works, but it's not quite ready to start doing that yet. So I am going to continue on doing the roof stuff. So what I'll be doing on the top here, I'll be making a bar going from here to here, across there. So it'll be basically triangle, and then start working on some gussets and things like that for the rest of the cage. I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to get ahead of it and trying to start making the door. Or it's not even really a door, it's an access door, but I could do that like at the very end before I start actually paneling the car. I don't need to do it right now. And sometimes I have to remind myself, like, hey, do you really need to be doing this right now? Is there other things you should be working on? Yes, there totally is. Oh, and it's ridiculously hot. I think it's 103 outside, which means it's 110 inside the shop right now. I'm sweating. I'm tired. I'm going to have to head on up, grab some lunch, and probably call it and come back down tomorrow morning, because I don't have anything going on tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this video right now with a little midway point, and we're going to do a part 2 starting tomorrow. I'll see you then.